YouTube video. So today. So it's about, what's today? October 11th. So around this time, you guys should be starting soon to do applications. So I thought I'd make a video for you guys about how I got into FIT. Then I thought, why not also invite my friends to give different perspectives, and she's also in a different major as us, so
AMC.
It gives us another perspective to go off of. If you don't know, my name is Mia Alexis. I'm a first year FBM major. You can go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Alexa, FBM major.
I'm Allie. I'm an AMC major and first semester as well.
It's not the same all around. So like for AMC is different. If you're like in footwear design, everything is just different. So for FBM, we just had to write an essay and provide like our transcripts and things like that. It was pretty simple. What did you have to do, Allie?
For AMC, same thing, just an essay, and I had to give, what is it called? Never mind. Basically same thing, but just
transcript?
Different. Yeah, transcript, same thing. I didn't put in my SAT scores or anything like that. Yeah.
So the requirements are going to be different. If you're like a part of the design or arts school, you're going to have to provide like a portfolio and swatches. They had way more to do. We really just had to write an essay. We kept it simple.
Recommend portfolio. That's like an ongoing thing. Like, start it early because you will not have enough time to do it in the amount of time you do an essay.
So for me, the way I completed my essay, I essentially just broke down the prompt. It made it easier to tackle, but I feel like everybody doesn't handle things the same. So though it sounds simple, I don't think it's as easy to execute. There we go. I was actually impressed by my writing. Like, no cocky stuff at all.
Seriously.
Like, I'm a good writer. Like, I recognize that as my strength. But that essay,
Yeah.
I was like, who did that? I made sure to really do my research about the school too. Like, I went on the website and I made sure to really look up the school and everything that was kind of about.
Yeah, know a lot of background information. I definitely look at the website, make sure you know like things about the school, because they like to hear that you know what the school is about, because then it really shows that you want to be there. I'd write like a basic outline and then keep adding on to it. Ask other people's opinions, because I asked like 17 people and they just kept adding.
Everyone, like, they all know you like fashion, so don't talk about that. Talk about what you think different. I remember my intro wasn't even about, it was about like, it was my Common App essay, just shortened, about like science, literally. And then I just answered the questions.
But also still make sure it kind of intertwines while you're trying to go to this school specifically, because this is the #1 fashion school in the world. Don't try to give no boohoo story, or if it is, like, make it sound good. I threw a little but it wasn't overbearing where it's like, okay, you're trying too hard. I think the question was like, why do you want to go to FIT, and like why do we need you essentially?
Yeah.
Or like, what are you gonna get out of going here? And I was talking about like how I'm gonna start my business from here. So like that was really important. But I made it. I'm good at storytelling. It's very important that you're telling a story, that you're engaging them, because they're reading hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of essays every single day, every hour. So you need to make sure that they're not gonna drop it in.
Especially if you know your major, there's like FIT's website, you can check like the jobs that go with that major. Even if you don't know what you want to do, like you can even act like you do know like slightly what you want to do. Have an idea, because when they know that you're determined to do something through their school, it makes it more concise and makes it more like you have a purpose to go here, rather than just I want to go here because I like fashion.
Yeah, because everybody likes fashion.
Because
here.
I was like, how am I supposed to tell them that I want to go this, like, be this profession? Because you don't know, but try to make it, you know.
And this is a disclaimer, because I didn't say this before, but like, this is one of the most competitive schools in the world. Nothing we're saying can guarantee that you can get in, but it can help. Like, I remember watching a lot of videos, and it really helped me be able to formulate what I wanted to do in order to get into the school. So make sure you're picking the right classes and things like that, and showing that like taking rigorous classes and things like that. This is not like a really academic based school, but it's still good to show like the diversity in the different type of classes that you took throughout your high school experience. Personally, for me, I'm a horrible test taker. My SAT scores were low. Like, I'll admit that openly. I'm like, it's okay. That's not my strength. I'm not a test taker. I leveraged my strengths and really carried in the essay and brought my personality out more that way. Because you're more than your grades, but they also still kind of do consider it, though. And my grades were actually good, too. My grades were good. My essay was good. Test scores were low. Like, you know, I'm here, so.
I think the test scores don't matter as much. I think it's definitely, like, a steady grade pattern, and then, like, your essay, you just have to really prove as to why you want to be there. Add in, like, a few things, like, things you did in high school that could possibly be around, like, what fashion, or, like, what job you want to get to. Because I just put that I ran a club, but that's
leadership.
something. Yeah, leadership. They like leadership.
The next thing you have to do is the SUNY application. I can't even really remember that. You really remember that?
Yeah, you just sent your Common App essay. And then it was like info about your parents, I think.
But you have to do both. This is a SUNY school.
Right.
SUNY is like a state, what is it like? State of New York.
State University.
University of New York. So like you also have to go through them. They're like over the school, so yeah. Or funding it.
So
Not
yeah.
funding it. I don't
They're
know.
part of the SUNY schools though, because New York has like the state schools, and those are like SUNY schools, but this is under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Type of applications. So I don't really know because okay, so we still don't understand this. So for me, I did early application, but like for some reason, okay guys, this has never really been my dream school. I'm not gonna lie. I've never really knew too much about it. Like I was gonna go to another school and go here through them. So I really have never been like, oh my gosh. I've heard you like you'll just meet different people who are really passionate about the school and some who've never really known. It just depends. But for the most part, most people do. I did not at all. I got lucky. This is God. Like I give it all up to God for this one because I don't know. I don't know. It was like the end of like early January, end of December, I feel like. And my mom's like, well, why don't you just apply? So then I applied and I literally got on the back end of whatever early application because then y'all said you did early too or like priority something, but it still wasn't the same time, which is weird. And I even end up getting my acceptance letter back earlier, so I don't really know.
Yeah, so I sent my application in like late September. I realized like